guess my driving was a bit of a panic for someone last night. As someone wants to drive today. Cheeky sod.
What?
Everyone, just to let you know, we're getting out to dash today a little bit later. Actually didn't think I was going to do any dashing today because it's still bloody worn out from yesterday running around that park. We've been wore me out. Anyhow, this is part of our dash area, the 291 highway over there, and the one automobile's just had a bath today and now got the signage back on. Yeah, one of the places that we actually pick up from, place over there, you see, called the Mint. I'm not going there. And then we got pizza up the way there. Both of the restaurants around here are actually pretty easy to deal with, and the Mint's a family-owned place, and really nice people in there. Even though I'm not so keen on sushi, but I just like going there because nice people, hard-working people to deal with. Alright, so I'll put some things on there, probably lots of unaccepts tonight. But I'm only going to be doing those that are worthwhile doing. And it's I don't fancy pushing myself tonight. But alright, I'll put the things on of all the declines rather. There's a bullseye bar over there. Anyway, crap. Been in there once. Just done the drop off. Yeah, and I'm still worn out from going to the gig conference yesterday. It was a long drive home, especially when one hadn't slept even before leaving to go there. About 500 miles or so done yesterday, and then they let me loose to run around the park chasing that dog. So yeah, alright, well, I'll think this is the start of the video. I'll put some stuff on here later. Alright, hope you're all doing well, and hope you're all learning some Dutch. Alright, cheers. Hey everyone, well, didn't do much tonight really. Like I said in the video in the beginning, I was really wasn't looking to push tonight. I'm still tired from all the driving yesterday. Going to St. Louis and to the gig conference, which actually I'm very happy that we did. We did thoroughly enjoy it, and like I said before, and I'll probably say again, is a big thanks to Pedro for putting the event on. It was we enjoyed meeting lots of people there, and yeah, it was just a fun event. Long drive though, but that was my fault for not sleeping. Anyway, yeah, so tonight really didn't push at all. Actually done several declines. The first job was the one and only that I took. It was around about $20 from Jack Stack Barbecue, which in Lee Summit, which wasn't too far away from where we were at, a couple of miles or three. And sod it, yeah, I'll go do it. It's going down to Greenwood, near Greenwood, and which was about, I don't know, 12 miles all in all, I think is what it was. And Greenwood's part of our area too. There's several restaurants we deal with down there too. But you know, we did that, and it actually turned out to be a catering order when we got there. Jack Stack, we had to wait a few minutes, but maybe 10 minutes. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, really tired still. Anyhow, we done that job. Got it down to the bloke. we've delivered around that area before. It's quite a nice lake fronted area, and yeah, got down there. The bloke was already coming out, waiting for all his bags of food, and gave it to him, and he was happy. And then we backed up out of his driveway and wished him a happy dinner, and off we went. Anyway, looked at the amount of what he'd given, and it was very, very generous. It was a lot more than $20. Anyway, so that was very generous of him. And anyway, left there and waited a few minutes down, or about 10-15 minutes down in the Greenwood area. Nothing came in that was worth doing, and just carried on back to Lee's Summit, and really didn't see anything worth doing on the way. I did do some declines, but apparently I thought I took pictures of them, because some of them actually were crazy. One was $2.50 for 12 miles. Okay, people. And that was from 54th Street. Another was I think $6, and that would turn out that was going to be just over 14 miles. Not quite sure where that one was going, but it didn't matter because I wasn't doing it. And then there was another $6 one, and I think that was about just over 12 miles. I think people from far away would just fancy something in Lee's Summit tonight. Anyway, but they didn't want to pay for it, or couldn't pay for it, whichever, I'm not sure. But either way, we wasn't delivering it. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to supplement your belly, because feeding your belly, because you're either too ignorant, or in paying a driver fee, or as Pedro has indicated, just you just don't respect your driver, or you're just uneducated on what actually monies does get paid to the driver. I've spoken to several people over the last several months of when we've been doing it, and explained to them, you know they use DoorDash, etc., and it's we're really not having a go at you unless you're the one that's not looking to tip the driver. And actually, I think that DoorDash and the others actually need to change the way they do it. It needs, for me, I think it should be as they do it on taxis. I done taxiing and chauffeuring when I was back home in London, and I think it should be a minimum payment, a minimum of $5-6 at least. Petrol prices are going down now, I know, but it's not only the mileage and the fuel cost that you're actually paying. You're paying for your driver's time, either because you're too sick to go out, or too darn lazy, I'm not sure, or you just can't get out for whatever reason. You need to understand how much of the money's service charges, or whatever they call it, delivery charges, go to your driver. The driver doesn't get it. I mean, if it's like $8-9, the driver does not get that. And as the other dashers are looking at me now, maybe, we know you don't get that. We all use Zipping Door. Well, most of us, some of us, change that. Some of us use DoorDash, or have used DoorDash ourselves for getting food when we've not wanted to go out, because, well, we wore out from doing it all week or whatever, or we're too sick, or we just feel like having a lazy day, whichever. We use Uber Eats. I haven't used Grubhub yet. I haven't used Grubhub yet. I've used DoorDash, and I've used Uber Eats on a few occasions, not too many on those. But yeah, the DoorDash, yes, I have used them, and yeah, their fees can be pretty high unless you got a Dash Pass. But still, even if you got the Dash Pass, which I think is around about $10 a month, you still, I mean, the money that you're saving on that, give that to the driver. DoorDash and Uber Eats, they do sales or whatever they call it, incentives and such, for people to actually be able to get some food delivered rather than go out in the evening, or during the day whenever you fancy something to eat. Up to 50% off, or 40% off on sometimes they've had. In fact, I used one for Uber Eats that came through a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, and then again with Dash as well, DoorDash. But you know, you just can't, for whatever reason that you're not going out to get it. I know there's a saving on there. You'll save a few dollars depending on whatever you're buying or how much you're buying. Excuse me. Well, give a few more extra dollars to the driver, because he's the one. He or she is waiting at the restaurant for you. He or she are using their own car. These cars are not supplied by DoorDash or Uber Eats. These are our own cars. We're paying the petrol. We're paying all the maintenance. We're paying for the tyres. We're paying for our blasted times. Well, we're the ones waiting at the restaurant, arguing, well, maybe not arguing, but trying to G them up a bit to get your food done and ready, and let's get out. We want to get the food to people. You know, I don't want to be stood at a restaurant. I certainly don't want to be sat in a line at McDonald's, etc. Not keen on McDonald's, although I did have something from there today, but that was pure madness, because I wanted a coffee drink to wake me up a bit more. But like I said, I think it should be a per mile and a minimum, because like I said, you're paying for our time and our vehicles. You know, there's a reason why you're not going out. You're not going out because it's too much of an inconvenience to go out when you can call a driver to come bring it to you. We don't work for DoorDash, we don't work for Uber Eats, and we certainly don't work for Grubhub, etc. There's other ones out there too, but those are the ones that I do. Cars are not supplied by them. It's purely our own vehicles. But I'm sure that just most people watching this are DoorDashers, just saying, yeah, we know what you mean. We know all of this. But anyway, okay, so tonight really didn't, I wasn't all that enthused in being out too long tonight. Here it is at 10 o'clock and I'm still out in the van, but I'm sat on my driveway waiting to go inside. I see there's an Uber Eats coming in now, but I don't know what that one for. If it was like the last one that just came in just a little while ago, $2.50 for me to go to a local McDonald's, well, that's not happening. I generally don't do McDonald's because I don't like it. They're horrible bloody food full of, as far as I'm concerned. Except their apple pie, I do like their apple pie. But they get a bit too filling, so one don't eat too many of them. Anyway, so there'll be a few pictures on there sometime just before me waffling on this part of the video at least, showing you maybe the ones, well, one or two that I declined, and yeah, that's really it. We really didn't do anything. It just happened that we were just out that way. Decided to be out there, stopped over at the park to see the bison and the elks, and the tiny horses weren't out there today. so over at Fleming Park. So went on to do some door dashing. Found a new restaurant that's going to be coming to town. Let's see, or it's already up, but it won't be opening until I think August. My wife read it. It was I think it's August. It's opening up. So just a few days ago, few days or a few weeks, whichever. Anyway, yeah. So that one's called Giacomo's. I know nothing about it. So anyway, it's there on what road was that on? Colburn Road. That's it. Colburn Road. Keep scratching me here. Don't worry, I've got sanitizer in it. Yeah, so that's it. Alright, so yeah, Colburn Road, I think it's just after Todd George Road is where it's at. So, anyway, I'll take some pictures and people can figure that out. Take a look whenever it comes along. Anyway, alright, and thank you to Star Motors and Auto Worlds, or as traded as Auto Worlds too, for sponsoring the drive to St. Louis for us yesterday. If you're looking for a car to be repaired, if you've got a British or European car, or if you've got a domestic car, they work on those too. Star Motors are at 5400 Antioch Road out in Merriam, Kansas, and they buy and sell cars as well. I generally do go down there and take the pictures of the cars and do the advertising for advertise some of the vehicles, but mostly I do the pictures of the cars and get some real good shots of everything, so people actually know what a vehicle looks like before they actually venture out there and look at it. They can see it. And also, if you do go into Star Motors, make sure to ask for Samson. If you like dogs, you'll love Samson. Alright, oh, by the way, and Samson is okay. You can have him crawl all over you, jump all over you, and he won't leave any furry things because he's a sheepadoodie, which doesn't leave fur. Anyway, okay, that's it. Enough from me. And it's 10:10 on a Sunday night. I'm going to finish up this. I still got to finish the video from yesterday because I didn't do it. And that's it. Okay, so everyone here, I hope you've earned well on a Sunday evening. Earn lots of dosh. Be safe, and don't forget, just have a laugh while you're doing all this stuff. I know it can be stressful, but just try to laugh it off. My wife laughs at me all the time. At me is what I said. Alright, well, thanks again, and don't forget, like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. Let them have a laugh at me too. I don't care. Alright. I don't care if I give people a laugh, fair enough, I'm fine with it. Alright, have a good night. Cheers.